Hello guys, this is Lizel Ross and welcome to Liz Mix channel. So for today's video, pag-uusapan po natin tungkol sa mga travel updates. Kasi po dahil po sa pandemic, meron pong mga changes, mga dapat gawin kapag kayo po ay nagbabalak umuwi sa Pinas. Make sure na mag-research po kayo kung ano po yung mga dapat gawin para po maging smooth po yung inyong mga pag-travel or yung pagbiyahe ninyo para continuous po, walang mga aberya na hindi po kayo na magugulat na lang na mga ganyan, may mga ganyan palang dapat gawin. Kaya ito pong sana po itong topic na to, yung video ko na ito ay makakatulong po sa inyo kung ano po yung mga dapat gawin. Kaya tara na, let's direct to the Philippine Airlines website. So, ayan guys, andito na tayo ngayon sa philippineairlines.com. So, dito po kayo pupunta kapag magre-research po kayo about sa travel updates. So, this is last updated Philippine local time, December 10, 2020. So, andito po yung mga kailangan, mga dapat gawin sa mga passengers bago po uuwi sa Pinas. So, ang ano po, Philippine Airlines and its passengers shall strictly observe the following in all airport facilities and all board the aircraft: mandatory wearing of face mask and face shields. So, ayan, kailangan po talaga magsuot ng face mask tsaka face shield sa loob ng aeroplano. Tapos, kailangan mandatory use of the Trace mobile application to generate and scan their QR code when entering in, boarding from, and upon arriving in all Philippine airports starting November 28, 2020. So, nag-start pa siya noong November 28, 2020 as mandated by the Philippine Department of Transportation. So, merong ano dito para i-download yung apps. So, ito po yung ano niya is itsura niya. So, ito po yung apps guys na ida-download para i-scan yung QR code. Tapos, mandatory temperature checks, use of foot baths, and disinfection sanitation facilities. So, ayan guys, andito lahat yung mga information, mga dapat gawin. Mandatory public safety announcement, strict compliance of safety procedures in handling of all passengers on board, which include keeping the last 3 rows of the plane vacant as isolation area. So, sa loob po ng eroplano, meron po mga seat apart po doon sa ano, para hindi po magtabi-tabi, para nami-maintain pa rin yung social distancing. Tapos, regular sanitation and disinfection of airline facilities and equipment, and in coordination with the airport authorities, all airport facilities and equipment, including laboratories, frequently touch surfaces, wheelchairs, trolleys, countertops, etc. So, ayan po, nandiyan po lahat. So, sino ba yung mga ano guys, yung mga eligible passengers for international travel? So, a guide on Philippine departure procedure. So, ito na po yung mga mga allowed na passenger. The following essential and non-essential travel passengers are allowed to travel abroad through any of the airports or seaports in the country and subject to the presentation of travel requirements of the Philippine government and the country of destination. So, ito na po yung ano guys, yung mga requirements na dapat ipakita kapag kayo po ay aalis ng bansa. So, for overseas Filipino workers, so ito po yung mga OFW natin na nagtatrabaho sa ibang bansa. So, yung mga documentary and mga requirements na kailangan nilang ipakita ay ang Philippine passport, required travel and health documents as specified by the destination, BUI or Bureau of Immigration, declaration of acknowledging the rest involved in the traveling. So, ayan po, meron po kayong ida-download na BOI declaration form. So, ilalagay ko po sa description box below yung link. So, ipapakita ko po sa inyo yung itsura ng BOI declaration form. So, ito po yung Bureau of Immigration or the BOI na form na kailangan fill upan kasi hihingiin po ito sa airport. So, ayan po yan guys. So, ayan po. Ayan, pipill upan nyo lang po yan. Then, registration to the Philippine Airline Passenger Profile and Health Declaration Form as early as 5 days before departure. So, kailangan din pong mag-register sa Philippine Airline Passengers Profile and Health Declaration Form as early as 5 days before departure. So, ito po yung link. So, ilalagay ko din siya sa description box below. Passenger pre-registration before departing the Philippines. So, ayan, dito po sa baba. Yan po yung required po siya na pipill upan. So, ayan, passenger type. Select lang kayo ng anong type nyo ba. Land-based OFW, sea-based OFW, Filipino travelers, blah, blah, blah. Yan, magpili lang kayo dyan. Like for example, pindutin natin yung foreign national. So, ayan, so on and so forth na siya. Lalabas na yan dyan yung last name, first name, email address, flight departure date, flight arrival date, port of entry, tapos next nyo lang, tapos ayan, so on and so forth na yan siya. Then, next, so yung mga students enrolled abroad and participants accepted in exchange visitor programs. So, ano ba tong mga students enrolled abroad and participants accepted in exchange visitor programs? So, yung mga ito po yun silang mga estudyante na nag-aaral sa, like for example, dito sa US, yan po yun sila. Tapos, yung mga participants accepted in exchange visitor programs, yun po yung mga yung mga mapalad na nabigyan ng pagkakataon na papuntahin dito sa US para magturo, or yung iba naman yung may OJT or on the job training program. Ayun, yun po yun sila. Kadalasan yung mga ginagamit nila na visa ay J1 visa. So, yan po yun sila. So, ang mga requirements po na kailangan nilang ipakita sa airport ay yung mga passport. So, yun required travel and health documents as specified by the destination, yung BUI. So, ayun, magpifill up din sila ng BUI na form. So, kanina, napakita ko na po sa inyo kung ano po yung BUI na form. Yun po, yung pipill upan pa rin nila. Then, registration of the Philippine Airlines Profile and Health Declaration Form are as early as 5 days before departure. So, kailangan gawin ito, guys, as early as 5 days before yung pag-alis. So, ayan po, napakita ko na din po kanina. So, ang next naman ay yung mga permanent residents or yung visa holders of foreign jurisdiction. So yun po yung mga green card holders. So, yun po yun. So, yung mga requirements naman ay passport, yun pa rin, required travel and health documents as specified by destination, BUI form, registration of the Philippine passenger profile and health declaration as early as 5 days before departure. So, yun napakita ko na kanina. Then, mga foreign nationals. Sila po yung mga hindi citizen sa isang bansa na bumibisita lang sa bansa natin. So, sila po yun. So, ang kailangan, passport, yun, required travel and health documents, tapos BUI, yun, mag-register pa rin sa Philippine Airlines passenger profile and health declaration. So 5 days before po yung departure, yun po yun. So next is Filipinos on non-essential travel. So ang requirements ay ganun pa din, Philippine passport, so required travel and health documents, confirm round trip ticket. So ayan, kailangan mag-confirm sila ng round trip na ticket. Tapos travel and health insurance to cover travel disruptions and hospitalization in case of COVID-19 infections during their allowable period of stay abroad. Then BUI, ayan. Then yun pa din, mag-fill up pa rin sila ng registration to the Philippine Airline passenger profile and health declaration. So as early as 5 days pa din before sa departure. Then essential travel of Filipinos living abroad for business and work, medical emergency, and other humanitarian reasons which cannot be postponed. So ayan, ang mga requirements po nila ay yun po yung passport, supporting documents and medical requirements, ganon, required by the destination country. BUI, ayan, mag-register din sa sa Philippine Airline passenger profile and health declaration as early as 5 days before po yung departure. So yun po yun guys, yung mga po natin, yung mga eligible passenger for international travel. So ang next natin ay yung departure guide for international travel. So kanina nabanggit ko na yung mga guide, yung mga anong mga dapat gawin, pero ayan, uulitin natin. Departure guide for international travel. So passengers are reminded to follow these steps before the flight. So ayan po yun. Number 1, register and accomplish the passenger profile and health declaration form, and save the confirmation email and QR code as early as 5 days before to your departure. So ano daw siya, 2-step pre-registration and registration process. So ayan po yung link. So ibababa ko po yan mamaya sa description box. Ayan, puntahan nyo lang po doon, tsaka i-click nyo. In compliance with international regulations, passengers bound for the US, Canada, and Australia do not need to register online. So ayun guys, yung mga passenger bound to the US, Canada, and Australia, hindi na kailangan mag-register online, but are required to fill out a paper form strictly upon airport check-in. So ayun guys, kailangan mag-fill up ng form upon airport check-in. Passengers bound for Singapore are required to fill out a separate form upon airport check-in, in addition to the Philippine Airline passenger profile and health declaration online registration. So ayan po yun guys. So number 2, so yun po yung secure additional required travel and health documents, so including COVID-19 testing as necessary. Then please refer to the country requirements posted below and mandatory COVID-19 testing and Philippine Airline testing partners for any additional testing requirements of your destination country, as these requirements may change at short notice. The advisories are meant only as a guide. So yun guys, meron pong mga mandatory COVID-19 testing and Philippine testing partners. So mamaya ayun, ilalagay ko din yung link po niyan kung ano yung mga COVID-19 testing and Philippine testing partner. So yung Philippine Airlines, meron po silang mga doon, mga partner. Makikita niyo po doon sa link na yun. Undergo a documentation check at the airport for check-in clearance. So the documents checker shall assess the completeness and validity of your documents. You may not be able to check in on board the flight if you miss any of the requirements. So, ayan guys, kailangan po talagang mag-research kasi po, ayun, nakalagay po dito sa number 3, you may not be able to check in on board the flight if you miss any of the requirements. The number 4, undergo additional security screening upon check-in and or at the pre-departure area. Passengers are advised to adjust their arrival time at the airport terminal for check-in. So, ayun guys. So, ayan. So, destination. So, our next topic is the destinations requiring COVID-19 testing, RT-PCR testing. So, ito na po yung mga updated po siya since November 23, 2020. So, ito po yung mga destinations requiring COVID-19 testing. So, mamaya ibababa ko rin yung link po nito. So, ayan po yun. So, Asia, so in Cambodia, China, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Macau, Malaysia, Japan, Singapore, South Korea, Taiwan, Thailand, Vietnam, Middle East, so Kuwait, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, UAE. So, ayan po yun guys, yung mga destinations requiring COVID-19 testing. So, ayan po yun. So, next ay ito, Philippine Airlines COVID-19 testing partners. So, ito yung mga partners ng Philippine Airlines. So, PAL testing facility. So, ayan po, andito po yung nakasulat. You can arrange for your RT-PCR test through a testing facility at Philippine Airlines Learning Center, Manila City, in partnership with our Department of Health accredited partner, Detoxicare Molecular Diagnostics Laboratory. So, enjoy a 500 pieces off the 4,500 rate exclusive for Philippine Airlines ticket holders starting December 1, 2020. So, ayan, testing is available via drive-thru or walk-in and is open daily Monday to Sunday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So, the testing fee is 4,500 and results are released within 24 hours. So, ayan po yun guys. So, upon entering the facility, please present your ID, PAL ticket, and QR code indicating successful registration to the PAL PPHD. You also be asked to fill out a health assessment checklist in compliance with the PH Department of Health requirements of entering public places. So, ayan guys. So, for easier navigation, ayan. Yan po yung may link po yan dyan. May link po para sa GPS software app. So, ayan po. So, ayan po yung address ng Philippine Airline Laboratory and Testing Facility Partners. So, ayan po yung mga partner ng Philippine Airlines na pwede kayong magpa-appointment para sa COVID testing. So, ayan, madami siya, guys. So, mamaya, ibababa ko yung link po nito para madali nyo lang makita, guys. So these are the list of accredited testing partners may change without prior notice. So the services provided and results released by our testing partners is independent of Philippine Airlines operations. So PAL shall not be liable for any claim for damages in relation to the services provided and results released by said testing partners. So ayun guys, yung mga accredited list ng partner ng testing, COVID-19 testing partners. So guys, that's it for today. So yun lang po muna. So para maging updated po kayo sa next video na aking gagawin, please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell para po updated kayo sa next video ko po. Thank you and bye-bye!